off, apply your foundation in your normal way, however you choose to apply it. I went for a pretty full coverage because I just wanted that flawless finish. So I took my go-to foundation at the moment, which is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation. It's a little bit too dark for me, but we're going to work with it and just drag it down the neck, as I haven't had time to fake tan recently, so it is a tiny bit dark for me, but we'll go with it, we'll work with it. So I'm taking a damp beauty blender, just working this into the skin, kind of smoothing around my nose area and then patting it in to the skin to blend it into the skin to create that nice flawless finish. Once the face is done, we've already filled in our eyebrows by the way. I went in with a red eyeshadow just to fill them in. So we're going to prime the lids as per usual and set that into place using a translucent powder, just so it makes the eyeshadows easier to blend later on. And I'm just applying this with a Real Techniques shadow brush, I think it's called. Then I'm taking a piece of sticky tape and applying this to the outer corner of my eye, just to create a really nice sharp wing with little effort. Then I'm taking Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie along with a little bit of Creme Brulee for the transition colours on a fluffy brush from Creme. I'm blending this into the crease of my eye, and then I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Bitten eyeshadow. This is the perfect eyeshadow for this look. It's very, very warm. It's just like a perfect burgundy blending shade. I love Bitten, it's amazing. Blending it out into the outer corner and really accentuating it. Then I'm taking a little bit on the same brush and blending this into the kind of inner third, if you will, just by your eyebrow. I'm just going to create a nice little sunken in effect. Then I'm taking a little bit of orange eyeshadow and just going along the top of that transition colour, just to create a sunset kind of look. I'm just taking tiny bits of different colours to start off with and blending them in. I took a little bit of yellow as well, just to blend that upwards. Then I took more of Makeup Geek's Bitten just to further intensify the eye look and deepen it up a bit. I did this on a Real Techniques accent brush, I want to say, but as always, all products will be listed in the down below box. Then I'm taking the Black Bean Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX, applying it to my lid as a base, then blending it all out with the synthetic brush. I applied a little bit of this product because a little really does go a long way. Then I took the pigment from MAC called Copper Sparkle. This is one of my favourite pigments ever. Not only does it look beautiful on night out, but this is the perfect pigment for this look. It's just, oh, it's just beautiful. So I'm just packing this onto the black base using a flat synthetic brush to really get the most intensify out of the pigment. And then I'm taking a little bit of MAC's Carbon Eyeshadow and just blend this into the outer section of the eye because I felt like I still need to deepen things up a little bit. I'm taking it on the same brush I used in the crease of the eye earlier, and then I'm applying this a bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator to my brow bone and the inner corner of my eye quite heavily for a nice luminous look. Because I feel like if you're a fire demon / fire princess, you're gonna be quite luminous, I think, from staying in the sun so long. And then I'm applying some black liquid liner. I'm keeping the tape on to get the nice sharp wing, and then I'm just going to fill in the rest of the top lid, trying to keep it as thin as possible, but we did go a little bit too thick, but oh well. And I peeled off that tape to a real nice finish, and this cleans up the under eye and smoothed out any areas using my beauty blender from earlier. Then onto concealer, just conceal as normal under my eyes, around my nose, a little bit on my forehead and on my chin as well. I applied this using a fluffy blending brush to start off with to put it in the select areas that I wanted to. And this is really handy if you have any fallout that you didn't manage to clean up earlier. So this is always a good tip for you as well. If you want to do some heavy eyeshadow but don't want to get the fallout, just do your eyes first and apply concealer afterwards. So just blending that into the face using the fluffy brush, nothing too fancy here, just concealing all of that, and then blend it really carefully under the lower lash line because you don't want to take away from that intensity. Just blend it around the nose as well, and then just tap in any excess using the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques sponge, which is what I'm using. Then set all of that in place using a translucent powder. The one I use is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Just setting everything into place, keeping it, you know, nice and stable. As fire demons, a place to be. We don't have time to touch up a powder in the day. Then I didn't manage to get the lashes of the lower lash line on camera, but the eyelashes I used are from Girls with Attitude. They're the crisscross design. You can get them anywhere really. And I just used the exact same colours on that's on the lid under the lower lash line. It's smoked out with the MAC 217. Then I bronzed up my face a lot and my chest to try and make it look less obvious that our foundation is way too dark for me. And I'm just going to bronze up my face. I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush, bronzing and bronzing and bronzing, and when you think you're done bronzing in this look, bronze up some more. Then I'm going to contour using the Real Techniques contour brush. This is from the Bold Metals collection. So I really wanted a sharp contour, a very dramatic contour, and this brush is perfect for it because it's very dense, so you just get that perfect sharp contour. And I just apply some down my nose, under my lip and on my jawline to eliminate that kind of double chin effect that we've got going on. Also applied some to the top of my forehead as well, just to make everything look a lot more shapely, if you will. I just feel like it rounds the whole look off when you do this kind of thing. Then I set the under eye area using the contour kit, the banana shade from Anastasia, using a Real Techniques contour brushes under my eye, sharpened up that contour on my chin, down my nose. I love this powder, it's literally like the beautifying powder, just makes your skin look so flawless. I applied a very orange tone blush, this is from Sleek, onto my cheeks to give them a nice blushy glow, and I thought that orange blush worked perfectly with this look. You could go really heavy handed if you want to. Then I swapped that for the So Hollywood highlighter on a fan brush and just highlighted the crap out of my cheeks. You want to highlight loads. I feel like the more highlight for this look, the better. I also applied some to the tip of my nose and my lips, and then onto the lips. I went for a black lip for this look and then kind of kept experimenting until I got the desired look I wanted. So I just applied the lipstick straight from the bullet at first, and then afterwards I went in with a lip brush just to tidy everything up and make my lips look nice and plump and full. Just taking the lip brush, getting right into the corners and dragging it down, meeting the other side to create that nice voluminous black lipstick look. That just fitting in my lips using the lip brush. Then once you've done the bottom lip, a really good tip is to draw an X on your cupid's bow and then join the tip of the X round to the sides of your mouth, but you don't want to go too full around the sides, and then just drag it downwards in a curved shape. This will create that perfect symmetrical big full lip that we all want and love. Then for the lips, I started off by dabbing Makeup Geek's Hologram Pigment onto the lips, but for some reason on top of the black lipstick base it tended to went a little bit green for some reason. I'm not too sure why. The Hologram Pigment is amazing, but it's literally a hologram, it chooses what colour it wants to be. So after that I decided, need something else. So I went in with the MAC Copper Sparkle Pigment later on. Here I'm still applying the Makeup Geek Hologram to my lips just because I was wanted to see if it would change colour the more I add. But don't forget, makeup is only makeup, you can always experiment. So here I'm popping in Makeup Geek MAC's Copper Sparkle Pigment onto the lips using a fluffy brush. This is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I really love it. It's something a little bit more glam for Halloween, and if you wanted to add blood and gore, obviously you always could. So give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye!